Debbie compared their relationship to sticking your finger in a light bulb after a fight with Oussama, and his sister gave him some harsh advice about how to treat his family members. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Alina. Keep watching for more interesting details. And don't forget to subscribe, so let's start. The other ways Debbie is prepared to leave the drama and her considerably younger fiancé Oussama behind. The 67-year-old crystal aficionado and her Moroccan beau, 24, got into a fight in Sunday's show over her assumption that he was only getting married to her for a U.S. green card. With his sister Asma, Oussama had a heart-to-heart discussion about the issue. Asma provided him some wise counsel over his frequently harsh behavior of family members. His sister advised him to make greater sacrifices if they cared about one another. Maybe she missed any actions on your part. Affirm her. If you truly love her, let her know. You should do that because you two need to chat. In the end, Debbie packed her bags, departed Morocco, and ended their romance. Debbie received a post-fight text from Oussama suggesting a meeting to mend fences before the big breakup. Debbie was reluctant after seeing her partner's real colors and seeing a pattern in his conduct, even while she acknowledged that all hope for love wasn't lost, as was her hope that Oussama may transform back into the person she believed she once knew. She informed the cameras it would take an act of God for Oussama to win me back. He took the foundation we had established and just shattered it with his lies and his secret intentions, causing the relationship to fall apart. I'm not sure how he was able to put all the wrongs he's done to me in writing. Debbie directly questioned Oussama's inability to tell her about his plan for their lives during their meeting. In response, Oussama said, "I talked to you on that day exactly. You felt that I simply want you for the visa, for the money. I feel sorry because you lied to me about your emotions and your love, and I can't accept that." Debbie, no, you think this way all the time. Debbie was supposed to come here to Morocco and make our documents and after go to the US and live there, according to Oussama. But Debbie countered that she was required to travel to Morocco because they were required to get married, pointing out that marriage is intended to be special. Although Debbie acknowledged that a plan existed for Oussama to accompany her to America, she insisted that this was something that was intended to occur in the future rather than at that moment. Oussama asserted, "This wasn't our plan, nevertheless." Debbie informed Oussama in a confessional, "You're making everything about a visa. I'm making a life the center of everything." Debbie asserted that Oussama lacks enough strong love for her to achieve a life in Morocco back at the rendezvous. "I'm delighted to know that you never showed me unconditional love," she said. Debbie countered that if that were the case, she wouldn't have traveled to Morocco, despite Oussama's accusation that she never believed he actually loved her. Then he said that Debbie couldn't accept the love he was offering, which prompted Debbie to say that his love is conditional, and the condition is her being able to take him to America. Oussama said that his original impressions of Debbie and their relationship were starting to change as a result of their frequent disputes. "My heart is also impacted by this. It makes me love her less every day, including today," he said in a later interview. After that, Oussama informed Debbie straight up that she had changed, despite her protests that she was only becoming stronger and that he didn't like that aspect of her. Debbie was so irate that she told Oussama before leaving, "I've heard so much bullshit coming from you, therefore I'm going to carry on without you, and I'm going to carve out a new path. On my account, you gave up." Debbie was shown carrying her bags to the nearby airport later in the episode because she thought Oussama had thrown their relationship in the trash. The experience, according to her, was like poking your finger in a light socket, she added. She claimed that he made no indications that he was fundamentally different from the guy he appeared to be. "You now have a smarter Debbie, but somehow, someway, I'll get over this madness. I'll have to work on myself to be able to trust again, but I can do that," she continued. I'm an adamant aged fraud. I am, truly. Whatever. I'm just returning to the United States like, yeah, I can. After being burnt by the worst of them, Debbie acknowledged that the relationship had taught her some really harsh lessons. She then vowed that she would never interact with Oussama again, and that moving forward, she had to be smarter and wiser. She continued, "Even if it looks really wonderful to hole up after this, I'm not going to do it. But I won't allow the villain to triumph. Oussama loses in this situation. Debbie will prevail in this." Debbie and Oussama had numerous tumultuous relationship moments in the weeks prior to their breakup, both before and after she arrived in Morocco. Debbie's adult children had primarily expressed significant opposition to her dating a man 43 years her junior. However, the two had difficulties as Debbie struggled to adapt to Oussama's life in Morocco and worried that his family's home may be harmful to her health. His family also believed Debbie would bring Oussama to the United States.